Okay, so now we are doing to our next presentation from our another partner, TUGraz, and let's welcome Lena. So I leave the time for you, Lena, to say hi to our students.
Okay, hello everyone, and thank you for inviting me to your study abroad fair. I'm really glad to tell you a little bit more about TUGraz today, but first, let me just share my presentation. Check. Let's get started then. Today I'm telling you about Graz University of Technology. And I'm Lena. I'm exchange coordinator here at TUGraz. I'm working in the international office and I'm taking care of students at TUGraz who are studying abroad and our overseas partners and incoming students who are coming to TUGraz. So whenever you plan to come to TUGraz, I would be your first contact person and I will support you throughout the whole journey. At first, I want to tell you a little bit about TUGraz, then the faculties and departments we have. I will tell you more about the overseas exchange, also what support we offer our incoming exchange students, some reasons why you definitely should study here in Graz, and also a cost overview, which will probably be a little bit similar to the presentation you had before because it's also in Austria, but especially living is slightly cheaper in Graz. And then also how you can get in touch with us. I want to start with a video. I think I first have to stop sharing and then share the video again. Give me just 1 second for that. Okay, here we go. Now it works.
Here at 5 and there at 16. Technology has fascinated me ever since I was a child. It was clear to me early on. I wanted to study, achieve something in life, and work for a better future. I wanted my future to be international with an interdisciplinary focus. Graz University of Technology offers a wide range of degree programs in science and technology. The ideal place for technology enthusiasts like me. I'd made up my mind and it was clear to me where it would start. So I moved to Graz, Austria's second city, my first home of my own, my new home base. Graz is so lively and exciting. It was a whole new feeling for me. So much culture, a green city, a student city, so many new faces. Sounds, smells, and impressions. So many things to see and do. And then, things really took off. TUGraz, overwhelming to begin with, located right in the center of town. You can feel it. Research history has been written here for centuries. Everywhere on campus, in all the different faculties and institutes, you can meet with students and lecturers from all over the world. Incredibly large, small, electrifying, smart, green, futuristic, artistic projects. Specialist fields and disciplines I had no idea about. I absorbed and explored everything. These first days at Graz University of Technology opened my eyes to a world with new possibilities, research-led, with a practical focus and innovative learning technologies. I got insights into different fields, learned how they're connected. I got to know great people from various disciplines. We worked together in study groups and celebrated our successes together. We built networks for the future in one of the many student teams and made friends for life. I decided to study at Graz University of Technology, and I'd do it all again. What's your story?
All right, I hope that gave you a good first impression about TUGraz and our city Graz, and I will now continue with my presentation slides. So, to start with, because it's often getting confused, Austria is not the same as Australia. We are in the heart of Europe, and Austria in German is Österreich, and Austria lies in the heart of Europe and borders 8 countries. as you can see here. So it's also an exciting place to discover Europe. And what about the city of Graz? Graz actually is located in the southeast of Austria. So it already has a little bit of a Mediterranean flair, which is really nice. Graz is the second biggest city in Austria. It has 330,000 inhabitants, of which around 60,000 are students. So Graz is definitely considered to be a student city. Let's dive deeper into TUGraz. TUGraz, for short, was founded in 1811, so it has already over 200 years of educational experience, and it is the oldest university of technology in Austria. TUGraz has 3 campuses. It's Campus Alte Technik, it's German and meaning old campus, then Campus Neue Technik, it's the new campus, and actually the newest one is called Campus Infeldgasse. It's hard to estimate here how far they are away, but really all 3 of them are basically in walking distance, and depending what you study, you might have courses at 1, 2, or even 3 campuses, but since they are in walking distance, it's really easy to reach them, and it's also nice to just have a walk between the one or the other lecture and get some fresh air. The faculties we have here at TUGraz are architecture, civil engineering sciences, computer science and biomedical engineering, electrical and information engineering, mathematics, physics and geodesy, mechanical engineering and economic science, and technical chemistry, chemical and process engineering and biotechnology. To give you an overview how many students we have here at TUGraz, I have some numbers prepared for you. It's approximately 13,500 students. It's around 25% women and 74% men. But actually what we really love about our exchange students, they really kind of improving our numbers on percentage of women, because like when you consider the number of exchange students, the percentage of women participating in an exchange are a lot higher, I think around like 50%. Here's some numbers from 2018-19, not totally up to date, but due to COVID, we had fewer students coming in. But right now, Austria is performing all right, and exchange students can again enter Austria, and also the teaching is again on-site. Just some lectures, like some huge lectures, are held online. So every semester we have around 150 students from Europe coming in, and then it's around like 30 or 40 students from outside of Europe joining us for an exchange. The mobility options at TUGraz for you are the following. So the most popular one is the overseas exchange program. So that means you spend 1 or 2 semesters here at TUGraz, and you attend courses and you get credits for those courses. You don't pay tuition fees at TUGraz since you pay them back home. You also have the possibility to take German classes to learn German or improve your German, but don't worry, we have a lot of English taught courses, so it's not necessary for you to speak German. It's just necessary for you to speak English. Then we also have a lot of welcome events and networking cultural activities during the semester. We also have an international house here at TUGraz. It's a welcoming space where international students can meet up and can connect with local students. I also have the link in the slides for the overseas program if you want to know more. The other options are summer schools and summer programs. So the duration is a lot shorter. It's 5 days up to 2 months. We have a few summer programs here at TUGraz. You can just check if you study the right degree program that you can participate in one of the summer programs. So your advantages of being an exchange student here at TUGraz, as I mentioned before, German is not required to study at TUGraz because 30% of regular classes are taught in English. We do have 90 bachelor programs where the courses are in German and in English, and then we have 34 master programs, of which 17 are fully taught in English. Exchange students also have the advantage that even if they are in their bachelor studies, in their undergraduate studies, they are already allowed to take master graduate courses if they are advanced in their studies. So if you are in your third or fourth year of undergraduate program, you would be considered as advanced in your studies, and you can also take master courses as long as you have the necessary knowledge to follow the course. And to give you even more flexibility in course selection, you can choose courses from different majors and field of studies, which gives you flexibility because you can build your own course schedule. You furthermore have also the chance to select courses from the second university here in Graz, the TUGraz. The TUGraz also has a lot of courses in the area of social sciences and also a lot of language courses. You also receive a lot of support and advice from us, from the international office, before you start your exchange, during the exchange, and after the exchange. There are also, what I love about TUGraz, there are many practical projects with companies and industrial partners. So it's also a great way to collaborate with companies and to really get experience in real life projects. And there are gonna be a lot of events for connecting exchange students with local students. Here I also have listed some services for our incoming students. So before you arrive, there is also pre-arrival guidance. We give you information on visa and residence permit, health insurance, and housing. When you arrive, there is a couple of orientation and welcome events, what we prepared for you about official registration. We also have a campus survival tour. We give information, of course, on exam registration, how to fill in the learning agreement. We're going to do a library tour, academic advising. And also during the semester, there's general help and guidance from our side. If you have any questions, there are a lot of events. We love to have different events throughout the year, like the International Christmas Party, the Mayor's Reception, or even a Carnival Party. I mean, due to COVID, we have been a little bit limited in the last year, but step by step, we can start offering events again, which is really nice. Yeah, and the international house and the international community is just a nice way to connect and get to know both international and local students. Yeah, and also before you leave, we still support you. There is the to-do before leaving information. You will receive information how to receive your transcripts. And I will tell you a little bit more about Graz and the advantage why Graz is a really great city. It's a vibrant and multicultural hip student city. It's perfectly situated in the heart of Europe. And there's a lot of reductions for students, like on train tickets. So it's really good to discover Austria by train or bus. And there's also a lot of different sports courses you can join for a cheap course. As a student, you also receive a reduced price for public transport. You also receive cheaper menus, and also if you want to go to the museum or the opera, there are cheaper tickets. And also ESN is organizing a lot of events, trips, and parties. I also want to shortly tell you more about ESN Graz. It's called Erasmus Student Network, and it's a student organization. So there are students who are volunteers and they love to take care of exchange students. They offer a variety of services that helps you as exchange students to settle in and to feel welcome. They offer a free pickup service, a free buddy program where you receive guidance and support from local students, and it's a lot of fun. And they also have a lot of events. So trips to different cities in Austria, sportive events, parties, and cultural events. And once you purchase the ESN core at a really low price, you also receive reduced prices at their events. And often they also offer a SIM card and a free bank account. The cost overview, you also wonder how much you might pay for your stay in Graz during a month. I have listed some prices here. So regular prices for a lunch in a restaurant is around 7 to 10 euros. A meal in a university canteen is a little bit cheaper, it's about 5 euros. Coffee, depending where you get it, it's around 3 euros. And a beer, which is a really popular drink in Austria, is around 360, like the half liter. We also ask international exchange students to get the national health insurance, so you're obligated to get it once you arrive. It's a little bit more than 60 euros a month. And then regarding housing, a lot of our students they get a room in a student dormitory, or you can also look for a room in a shared flat, which is also really common in Graz. Depending for what you settle, you might pay around 300 to 420 euros for a single room. And if you get a double room, so 2 people in a room, it's around 180 to 320 euros. In total, you should consider to have a budget of around 800 euros per month. Of course, it also highly depends on your lifestyle, how much you want to plan to eat out or how much you want to plan to travel, because in general, in Austria, students actually cook a lot at home. Yeah, you don't pay tuition fees at TUGraz. The only fee you have to pay at TUGraz is the student union fee, which is currently 20 euros and 70. So actually in this video, we were asking some of our incoming students during the Erasmus days why they started to come at TUGraz and what they like about Graz. So this is really nice to listen to some experience from former exchange students.
I'm Ivan from Croatia. My name is Rafa and I'm from Spain.
I'm Alen. I come from Slovenia.
My home university is Universidad Politécnica de Madrid.
Hi, I'm Paolo. I'm coming from Modena.
Hello, I'm Carmen. I study in Sevilla. I'm from Spain and I'm studying in Madrid.
My home university is St. Petersburg Polytech University in the name of the Peter the Great.
I like Austria and I wanted to visit the place. All the courses are in English so I can follow them.
I think Austria is really beautiful and Graz especially has a lot of nature around it.
I really love the city when I saw it in pictures and so on. And I read that there were a lot of students here.
I like the mountain and the Schlossberg.
The architecture here is pretty nice. I have been in the cathedral. It was like stunning, or the good stuff. Yeah.
I liked the nice weather here. The people seem chill.
The first thing I noticed was how green the streets are. They are beautiful.
I knew so far only choose Baba.
Ich habe keinen Geld, ich habe meine Geld vergessen und das ist zu teuer.
Tomatoes, tomato. I think an Austrian word for that was Paradiesapfel.
I've learned Dankeschön.
For example, Grüß Gott.
Styrian potatoes and roast pork.
I tried Schnitzel und Wurst and it was good.
There's a lot of ice cream here, so I've tried ice cream.
I've tried the Mozart chocolate and I really enjoyed it.
My main goal is to finish my master's studies and I'll try to make some friends and improve my language skills.
I hope I can speak English and practice also German.
I expect to going mountain bike a little bit.
Connections, improve my German language, to be able to at least speak 2 sentences together.
I expect to make a lot of friends, learn something new in my field of study, and have fun.
All right. Okay, perfect. I think that will bring us to the end of our presentation. Let me just show the final slide. Okay, yeah, I hope these insights from our former exchange students were interesting for you. If you say, oh yes, TUGraz, that sounds really nice, you can also follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram. And we also have an international blog where we post stories from our incoming and outgoing stories. So it's outgoing students, so it's really nice to get an impression about their experience. And yeah, here you find also my contact details. So whenever you are interested in doing exchange here at TUGraz, I mean, first, of course, you need to get in touch with your international office at home. But then if there are any questions, you can also feel free to reach out to me. Yeah, that having said, I hope you really enjoyed the presentation, and I would love to see some of you here at TUGraz.
Well, thank you, Lena. Thank you. Your presentation is really fantastic. You addressed almost everything that we needed or our student needed. But
that's good to hear.
Yeah, it's one question from our student that she would like to ask. If let me take an example. Like if student was study in like liberal arts from the language department, is that possible that they could apply for different major at TUGraz? Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So actually, TUGraz is perfect for students in science and technology. So if you study language, I think probably TUGraz is not the perfect fit for you because we mainly offer courses in science and technology. There are also some language courses, and I mean, students could still be enrolled here at TUGraz and take some courses at UniGraz, where they also offer language courses. But you should also take some courses at TUGraz, and I don't know if you as a language student would be interested in taking courses in mechanical engineering, civil engineering, because it would be really hard if you don't have any prior knowledge. So for students in science and technology, it's the perfect fit. For students in language, I think maybe another university would be better, to be honest.
Okay. So if a student choose like something like mechanical engineering at TUGraz, but he was not like 100% from mechanical engineering, but some related departments, is that okay to apply for a program at TUGraz, or
yes,
they need to exactly in the same department?
No, I think that's fine. Let's say if it's similar degree area or department at your home university, then for example, they say, okay, I find some courses in mechanical engineering, but it will also fit really well that I take some courses from civil engineering, for example. So students can also take courses from different departments and institutes here at TUGraz. We also have management course offer, because we have, for example, mechanical engineering and management or civil engineering and management. So there are also some management courses our students can take no matter what they are enrolled in their home university.
Okay, so yeah, seems like that our student and question has already been answered from you. Yes. Yeah, there's a small question about that. Is that like minimum requirement for student taking courses, or maximum like credit requirement, minimum or maximum from your side? Or students just have to follow our regulation from NCHU that we ask them at least take like 12 ECTS courses from our partner universities, or they need to also fulfill your requirements?
Yeah. So the first important requirement is when you apply is your English skills or German skills, but at least you have to have English skills at a level B2 too. So like the full language level, and you have to show the proof, the certificate in all the 4 skills areas. So it's good to make a test where your speaking, writing, listening, and listening, what did I miss? Like all 4 skills are tested. So that's important once you apply. But this is also in our fact sheet. So you can just read through it, then you know what requirements are needed. And then the question about the minimum requirements for ECTS, we ask our exchange students to take at least 16 ECTS credits per semester. However, if you consider that the regular workload at an Austrian university is 30 ECTS credits, taking 16 ECTS credits is really feasible. And also, for example, let's say you would take the German intensive course prior to semester start, which is not obligatory, but you can take the course, and I think it's a really nice opportunity before the semester starts. It takes 3 weeks before the semester starts. It's every day in the morning, and you get 6 ECTS credits for the course. So you see, for example, you take that, and then during the semester you have to take at least 10 credits or more if you want to, of course.
Okay, yeah. So I also, because including your like based on your presentation, you have already included almost everything, like living costs, accommodation, and other information. So after this event, we will share your PowerPoints to our students. Probably they can directly see the PowerPoint and information inside and have a further information about that. Or they can also like doing the research on your website, because I thought you got lots of information for our students. I have to do the search before, so yeah, they can do lots of search inside that. So yeah, probably no question from our students, and you have already mentioned all the questions. And about the pandemic information that previous like University of Innsbruck has already like explained to us that there's not really have lots of restriction or limitation for our students to doing exchange at Austria. So at this moment, so at this moment I thought everything looks fine at this moment, but we're doing the recruitment. So if you have you would like to apply for TUGraz, just to make TUGraz as one of your choice. Yeah, so thank you, Lena, for your time today. And if you didn't have further questions, we will send the information to you and let you get your better answers. So once again, thanks for your time, and hopefully see you next time. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.